Hi, Nat here. This is not a video I've been wanting to make at all, and I'm going to be completely honest, it's a video I've avoided making for 3 months. For those who've been part of my channel for a while, you'll know I went by Natsuki Simp for 3 years. Almost 4. Would have been 4 if the community for DDLC wasn't just awful. It really hurts, because there are people I genuinely did care about in that community. There's people I still do care about in that community. It's one of the worst I have ever been a part of. So many people will just talk about you behind your back. So many people will just backstab you or want to just use you. It's just sad. Genuinely sad. Anyways, just so I don't yap too much at the beginning about this, I'm going to break this up into sections. There's going to be the first one, which is going to talk about what happened at the start. Second one's going to talk about like what eventually led me to just not want to do modding anymore. Third one's going to be the most serious, and it's going to tackle one of the biggest parts of why I'll never touch DDLC or its fandom again. Let's get started. So 2023, I decided to play the game because one of my friends recommended it to me. I want to say in high school. Yeah, it would have been in high school, yeah. And I decided to play it. I like it. I start looking into mods. I end up finding channels like the Wee Boy, Yandere Gaming, Doki Guy. I ended up meeting Doki Guy the first, actually. I think he was the first DokiTuber I've ever interacted with. And then I joined the Quirks' server. Don't join that. Last I checked, it was not the best. And I met Mr. Swiss Roll. Genuinely great guy. Still good friends with him. And he's the one who ended up inviting me to a ton of different servers. For example, like Yandere server, ended up meeting like actually Yandere. I think it was also another one that was private. I forgot what it was called. I haven't been in that one for a while. That's another issue I'm not tackling here. But started the community, great. I learned to mod, all thanks to Swiss. And then 2024, things went smooth. Made some mods. Kind of lost a little interest for like a couple weeks. Got back into modding again. 2025 rolls around. I'm just genuinely starting to like, do I really want to keep doing this? I guess, because that's what my channel's founded on. That was one of my biggest mistakes. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people could tell. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yandere himself said it. He thought like I was really, really close to just quitting, which was the truth. Come this year, I quit. And I'm not looking back. I am not going back. I refuse to. Genuinely for my own well-being, I don't want to. I just want to continue on and live my life. I'm a lot happier in the new community I'm in. Even if it's not the best, I still enjoy it. It's just sad to see the fandom I did love, DDLC, just become so bad. Genuinely so bad. To the point where so many DokiTubers don't want anything to do with the fandom. They even left. A ton of people have left so many servers because of it. Because of how the people are there are just disgusting, or it's so many people who want to touch younger people, it's disgusting. And that's not even a joke. Genuinely, so many people are like that. It is just disgusting and sad to see something I'm so passionate about fall so hard. Anyways, sorry about that. Let's move on to the next part, which my eventual degradation. Mainly just, I forced myself, I'm not going to joke, throughout 2025 to make mods. I genuinely forced myself. I had ideas, and I kept just wanting to compare myself to some of the other DokiTubers. Don't do that. If you're going to do your thing, do your own thing. Do not compare yourself. That was my biggest downfall that made me just really not okay. I constantly kept trying to make mods that would compete with them, and I'll say it now, I genuinely had, like, I'm not joking, probably 17 mods never released. Don't plan to ever release them, though. No, I don't want anything to do with that anymore. I already deleted all of my modding stuff off my computer, nor do I plan to ever re-download it. That's besides the fact. I constantly compared myself to others. That's one part of it. The second part, we'll get into that in a couple minutes or so. Third part was just genuinely losing interest. I just couldn't really see myself really doing much anymore, but I still kept making mods. I technically pulled a Monica D, as many people will know. That channel also is dead. One of the biggest, I want to say, of the Doki tubers. It's just, I'm gonna say probably around May-ish of 2025 is when I mainly started just like, do I really want to do this anymore? That's when I just started posting stupid mods, and then I got into my serious mods again, which I kept planning to like revamp stuff, even though I knew I never would. I kept writing in my stupid doc, which that doc had some stupid ideas, but also some good ones. And yeah, that doc's gone now. I don't care. I really don't. That's besides the fact. Let's get into the biggest part of this, and this is the worst part. I guess I could put like a little warning here now. There's gonna be some serious topics here. I will not be name dropping anyone because out of the pure want for them to be able to move on with their lives and become good people. Because I believe people can change. I genuinely do. That is one of the biggest things I believe in, is that you can mess up. We are human. We're gonna mess up. I just believe that we can change and grow from that. Okay. This is the part I've been avoiding the most. I'm sorry I keep like monologuing about other stuff. So, 2023, I get invited to a server by this person who will codename Yuri because that's their biggest thing. I didn't like Yuri at the time because like I was a stereotypical Natsuki fan. I regret saying that, but that's how I was. And I basically said some stuff and they didn't like it at first, but then you're like, blah, 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 blah. We started talking a lot, played games together. Seemed like a genuinely good person. Genuinely did. That wasn't until I became higher up in the server and became like, I think it was almost co-owner for a bit. I was even going to help them produce a mod. Oh, how things switched in 2024. They immediately started to threaten themselves if they didn't get their way. They always would do that if they don't get their way. They still do, as far as I know right now, and I hope they can move past that. I genuinely do. It's just disgusting behavior to do that. It's manipulative. It's genuinely so manipulative. And I just don't understand why they did that. I called them out on that. That did not end well. They proceeded to go on a whole rant, and then I left. I gave them another chance. I left. I gave them another chance. I left for good. I don't know why I kept giving them chances, but I just kept believing that they could change. I genuinely did. And they always kept apologizing to me about it. But they never did change. I still do believe they can change. They just need to show it. I don't know how it runs currently, but from what I know, the original server's gone. It's just a new server now. Oh yeah, not to mention they did threaten to delete multiple servers at times. That's a whole nother can of worms I'm not going to get into. I'd rather not derail again. But genuinely, they did that. There was another huge thing they did, which I'm going to kind of keep this part short and simple because this one hurt me the most. And genuinely is the most messed up thing I have ever had happen to me. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional right there. They ended up saying they had an alt. That was not an alt. It was an older person. At the time, I was 16. I'll let you fill in the blanks there. It was genuinely so messed up. And that's where I'm going to end this part because I don't want to continue on this anymore. My only ask from all of this is don't interact with me anymore if you're part of the DDLC community unless you're interested in my projects. I want nothing to do with it. It has genuinely done nothing besides give me some friends, but also bring me so much pain. I want nothing more than to move on and be able to live my life and be able to produce my games. I don't want to be dragged back into that same drama. I have constantly been dragged back into it this year, and it's genuinely been so stupid. All I want to do is be able to make my games. I don't want to be dragged back into something that's 3 years old. I didn't do anything. All I wanted to do was simply help someone, and guess what? They couldn't change. I left. Then there's just so much other drama that kept happening in that community. The days crap. Like, that was one of the stupidest dramas. I'm gonna be so honest. And I got put in the middle of it. For some reason. I keep getting put in the middle of drama. When I don't even do anything. I'm just friends with some of these people, and then I end up having to drop people because they just change for the worst. There is good people in that community. I do believe there is good people. Like some of the Doki tubers who I'm still friends with. They are still good people. It's just that community. The only thing to say is don't. Just don't interact with them. If you're going to be part of DDLC, do your own thing. I'm pretty sure, like, I know this is like an awful person to reference, but the bike, I'm pretty sure they don't even interact with the DDLC community. I don't think they ever have. I know they make like some weird as hell mods, but they don't. That's probably why they're still able to produce stuff still. Yandere, for example, he's completely left the community, and he's still making DDLC mods, and he's doing great from last I heard. I'm pretty sure Doki Guy even does his own thing. He doesn't really interact with the community. It's just, it's sad when the point that people who are genuinely trying to keep a fandom alive are just attacked for it. Or drug into petty drama. Or have people like the Yuri person who do stuff to you like that. It's disgusting. It genuinely is. But I hope these people can grow from it. I genuinely believe that people can grow from it. It is up to them to do so and learn from what they've done. Anyways, this is going to be, like I said, this is my last video on DDLC. I will never touch this topic again. I will probably be turning off. Oh, no, honestly, I'll just keep comments on because I don't care. If people want to talk bad about me, talk bad about me. I don't care anymore. I'm not part of that community. If you want to start drama about me, go ahead. I don't care. You aren't going to affect me. I'm done. I'm going to move on to my new communities and be happy. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm done, and goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please stick around for my games and stuff if you're interested in that at all. If not, I don't care. I'm just at the point I don't care anymore. It is sad I've had to produce this video. It genuinely is. But it's been needed, and I put it off for 3 months, not 3 weeks. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you've made it to the end, yeah. Feel free to comment your thoughts on all this. I'm sorry I kind of yapped a lot and kind of got extremely angry and then emotional. It's just, this has been needed to come for a long time. Anyways, I'm going to stop yapping. Have a good day/night, and goodbye.